Lately everyone been talking crazy, feel like everybody's got some shit to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this fucking house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies. Hating real loud but they follow me, screaming at the top of their lungs I'm the scum of the earth. In the same damn breath trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm fucking paid. I ain't spend $1 on the fucking chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater shit is so underwhelming. I'm conditioned for all the abuse. Seeing the reaction videos all blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views. Blow up my Twitter, y'all just keep making me bigger. Y'all just keep showing you're triggered. Y'all just keep missing the point and I keep doing me. Y'all ain't nothing to even consider. Man, I built this fucking house. I'm the kind of person making music with a purpose. You the kind of people that be hating on the surface. I'm the kind of you ain't used to, the kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I could see this coming like a fortune teller. And a calm sea don't make a skilled sailor, so I thank the heavens for the stormy weather. Okay, fast forward to when we're old and gray. I'll be looking back at when they posted hate, and it will hurt a bit, but it was worth it when your dream is getting hurt no matter what they say. I try conveying that I love us all, and the way I did it left them so appalled. I used a broken arm to try and break their walls. No matter what they say, they know it took balls. I surveyed the land and I found a location, unloaded the lumber and pounded the stakes, and I blended the bones of the people who hated with blood and cement. Then I poured the foundation. I built the frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this fucking house. When my days end and it's vacant and they bury me with that only key, my biggest fans gon' break in with a Ouija board and a box of chalk, draw a pentagram, hail Satan, try to bring me back from that wooden box y'all tried to fill my grave with. Then they'll sit on the roof with the rifles I hid in the fridge, and they'll shoot at the men on the ridge who are coming to undo the work that I did. Then they'll block off the highway that leads to the crib and put sensors on all of the boards and the bridge, so they know when they're coming to empty the clip. Then they'll gut all the bodies and cut off the skin, then connect all the pieces with needles and pins and attach it to 10 feet of branches and twigs, and then plant it in mud till it stands in the wind. And they'll stand there and look at the shit that we did that we never imagined we do cause of them. Our blood and sweat and tears went into what we built till we were bags, so we used blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag. We built this house, we laid these bricks, we set these traps, these flames we lit. Our haters doused in gasoline they brought to try and torch us with. Let them hate, dog, everyone will have something to say, dog. Their opinions don't mean shit, trying to judge your engine by your paint job. Fuck a gravestone, I'm a cheap death. There's too much I ain't seen yet. They think that I got them way over my head, but I feel like I just got my feet wet. We're trying to dream more and sleep less. Avoid the pills when we're depressed. Remember to not be too hard on ourselves. If we cut deep enough, we up bleed red. Man, you never know when it's time to go. Heaven's open when the bars are closed, so seize the moment. Don't leave it hoping you'll breathe tomorrow. You could be a ghost. I'm living mine like the finish line is right in front of me. Made of fishing wire, so I'll never see it till it's too late. When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate.
If you had told me over 10 years ago that I'd be sitting here having this conversation, I probably would have laughed in your face. The things that I've been through, the roads that I've been down, the trials and tribulations that I'm now facing, and I'm here putting this out for you. This is Ant-Man versus me. It's December 14th, 2020. We're only a few days away till the 21st. I'm going to open this up with a message to my dad. You know, it was because of you that I started this whole thing. I grew up listening to your music and listening to you rock out to max volumes of Ted Nugent and Cream and Eric Clapton. It used to just echo through the walls of the house. And being 6 and 7 years old, you never quite understand. You never really know what drives a man. You never really know what makes you want to set out to be something. I always did hold you in the highest regard, Dad. The conversations, the talks, me getting in trouble, and you always saying, you're gonna learn one day. You'll know what it's like one day. It'll be 1 year in just a few days since you've been gone. My son was born on the 5th, and I didn't even get a chance to call you to tell you about it. I tried a few times, I really did, and I felt like, with each call, he'll call back. It's okay. He's busy. He'll call back. It's okay. Don't worry. There was a part of me that wanted just to drop everything and run. Just like I used to do all the time. Whenever you wouldn't respond or I didn't hear from you for a long period of time, I'd just jump in the car and head home. But I didn't do that this time. I think maybe because, having responsibilities here, being a father and a husband, and just life. He always told me that you never wanted life to stop. That one day, you're just going to be too busy for me. Like, life is just going to be happening for you. And you have to be prepared for that. You have to be ready. Nothing could have prepared me for that call that day. There are times where I sit in the studio and I get ready for the show every week, and I have one of the pictures that Kelly took from November of '92, of all times. And it sits right next to the urn that I have your ashes in, which sits on my studio desk. And I see you every day, every show. And I think about what you would have thought, what you think, or what you would have thought of what I'm doing now. Not just for me, because I never really started this for me. But if you could see and hear what other people have to say about what I'm doing, I don't have to wonder if you'd be proud of me, because I know you would be. But it would be nice to call you, just tell you, And the thought that you never got to see my show, you never got to really see what it was I did. And maybe it's because I never put it out in front of you. Maybe it's because I never tried hard enough to put myself in front of you. You're always such an important piece to everything that I've done.
after my accident, you know, I felt like I failed. I felt like I wasn't gonna find myself again. I felt like I completely lost myself. You know, and there for a while, I did. And it was the hardest thing for me to call you and tell you that that I had a problem with medications. And as I was coming and going and medication after medication, pill after pill, maybe I just lost track of myself. Tried to commit suicide 3 times and never had the guts to try to even remotely express to you about that. You know, you just never really seemed... You're just so logical about everything. And I just didn't feel like me telling you was gonna even come close to really anything. And I sit here in the studio, and the family is in bed, and I'm sitting here thinking about you. I hit the record button, and this is what came out. I think you'd be proud of me, you know? Every time I see that light go on, every Thursday, about an hour before the show, my anxiety peaks, I start sweating, my hands get sweaty, my anxiety kicks in, and I have to jump up and down to keep the puke down because I feel like I'm gonna puke every show. Every Thursday. From the first episode, from the first show, first anything I ever done. I think deep down, I stuck to Thursdays because Wednesdays were your night off and Thursday you were back to work. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I remember going to the shop with you. I remember the smells. I remember the nudie magazines on the wall. I remember you telling me, don't look on the walls. Just come in the office. Wait, you know what? Just stand right there. But I couldn't help it. I had to always look. I think I learned more about the female anatomy on those walls of that factory than what I would have ever been prepared for as a teenager. But you know what? There was this pair of boots. Waiter-sized boots. They were like up to your knee or higher. And I remember at the factory that I was always scared of those boots. Terrified. And I remember you saying, it's okay, just come on. And I remember having to hold your hand. And I remember the smells and just the sounds of the forklifts. I remember the sounds of the metal going down the rollers. You know, later in my teen years, my first job, you got me my first job at that same factory that I grew up in. That I grew up smelling and hearing and feeling same old hot chocolate that I had when I was a kid. Out of that coffee machine. I revisited those same boots. They were still sitting there in the same place. Same boots from when I was a kid. I walked up to them and it was like my first day of work. Like, walking through there, feeling like finally that I was like side by side with you. Feeling like finally at the dinner table we could have a conversation about something, and still, for once, I would be able to have something in common with you. So I think me starting this whole thing, supporting music, supporting local business, trying to help people, was and is my way of keeping you right next to me. I'm gonna keep going, Dad. I have to. But I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna make you see. And I'm gonna make you hear me from wherever you are. I'm gonna be so loud. And people are gonna be able to learn and grow. And they're not gonna feel alone. They're not gonna have to lock themselves in a room, cut themselves off. Because even when they do, they're still gonna know that somebody's there, listening, waiting, hoping. And it's gonna be me. I learned so much from you. And I'm gonna create this whole series. And it's gonna be emotional, uncensored. Probably one of the rawest projects I've ever done. And I'm gonna put myself out there. Mental health is important. And I know you struggled with your stuff. Being a Vietnam vet, going through divorce, raising kids, having a son that sexually abused another. You had to make choices upon those decisions. You stuck by me. You always supported me and gave me the ability and the will to stand up. No matter how bruised or bloody I got, you were always there. Stand up. Dust yourself off. But I'm bleeding, Dad. It's bad. Oh, let it bleed, son. It'll clean itself out. Walk it off. You'll be fine. I just want to tell you, I've been walking it off every day since then. And I let it bleed out. And it bleeds out into everything that I do. I just want to say thanks, Dad. And, it's only a few days till the 21st of December. I got that call that you passed away. And a part of me died too. But what didn't die were the memories, the love, and the advice. I love you, Dad.
Oh, what a double play!
Let's see it.
That'll be the day. Amazing world leader. I'm gonna sing it. Cause I get things cooking. You stare, you. How long your drama?
Don't you dare change that station.
Feel the power.
Ant-Man versus. Starting now.
I love this part. What's going on? Oh, what's going on, Music Familia? Back again. Brand new episode of the show. Hanging out live, Ant-Man versus Thursday, December 17th. So that little opener of the show was from a series that I'm starting called Ant-Man vs. Me. And in this series, it's going to be public figure Ant-Man versus what you see me as out here, and the me part of it as in Anthony Ant-Man Schaefer, or Anthony Schaefer. And it's going to be a huge thing between myself and everything. And each week I'm going to upload one episode to our YouTube channel and to all that fun stuff. And you're going to be able to check it out, man. It's going to be really in-depth, really hard-hitting. I think it's going to be one of the rawest projects I've ever done, simply because I'm going to be unapologetic. This is going to be really me, my feelings, everything out there. And I'm doing it all in the name of mental health, because as somebody who's suffered from suicide, depression, and anxiety, and somebody who still is getting help for depression and anxiety and a bunch of things, I think it's important that, you know, in certain situations, you make it a point. I think when you're doing what I do, as far as this podcast is concerned, and work in the community like I do, I think it's important you have to be, at some point in your life, at some point in the decision of what you're doing, you have to be out there with it. You have to let them see your feelings. You have to let them see, you know, like, we're all a little fucked up, right? You know, at the end of the day, like, whether we admit it or not, all of us are a little fucked up. And, you know, it to me personally, when I hear somebody who is willing to share their truth, it makes it really easy for me to be able to handle my truth. And so that's kind of why I started doing that stuff. Somebody had messaged me from an upload. When I uploaded it, they private messaged me and said basically that, you know, that's just me trying to get attention for things and this and that. And you're going to get those people, man, always. But you know what? It's because of those people that I, like, stay doing what I do. Because if you don't like it, that makes me want to do it even more. You know? Like, certain people, just when they do certain things, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, I don't care. Watch this. So we're hanging out live tonight, man. We got some killer new stuff tonight. I want to let you guys also know I got a special reminder. So CHC, Carolina Hemp Company Columbus, is giving 25% off right now to the 21st to the 24th. Make sure you guys go over there, ch-columbus.com as well, and make sure you show some love. I want to give some other shout-outs to some of my beautiful sponsors. I want to give a shout-out to Modify Studios Tattoo Gallery, my man Rich Regal holding it down for me right there in Lancaster. If you mention AntmanVs before your pricing, you get 20% off of your ink. So if you want to get a badass tattoo by somebody who's pretty sweet and been doing it for a hell of a long time, go ahead and check them out. Lynettes Country BBQ as well. My man Larry Trimmer holding it down with the best barbecue. Shamrock Printing, check out Ace and Jonathan, shamrockprinting.com. Great dudes, great business. They know all about screen printing and all about that fun stuff it takes to make a band and business look pretty. The Empire Concert Club and Bar. My man Eric up there in Akron. Much love to you guys as well. And as I said, 25% off at Carolina Hemp Company, Columbus, 5212 North High Street, Suite A, Columbus, Ohio, 43214-614-987-5885. So we're going to get right into it tonight, man. I got something pretty sweet for you. This is a brand new Tom McDonald. I think you're going to be excited about it because I know I'm excited about it. And we're going to see what happens here. Let's get into this.
I'm sick of hearing that I changed up. Everybody wanna keep me chained up. Check it, this a race. If I'm running and you walking, I can't wait up. Straight up, I feel like I'm the same as when I came up. Still a record label, still a manager, still do it all with my girl from my home. Yeah, I bought some Gucci, but I hardly even wear it. I was stoked that after 30 years I finally wasn't broke. And I don't like that stuff, the vibe ain't tough. I should go and soak the clothes in gasoline and light that up. All these stupid little rappers popping Xanax, bad examples for our children. I will never write that, bruh. I'm the same man, living like I used to. Do it for my fans, getting famous off of YouTube. Hope they understand I'm only human. Didn't know that making music will be so confusing. No excuses, that's the truth too. I will always be the person who I used to be. I ain't wearing diamonds, I ain't lying about my jewelry. Every chain is fake and all that Gucci isn't new to me. I bought it secondhand so I look cool on your computer screens. I'm tired of being analyzed by fans like they're scientists and criticized for every single rhyme I spit. If you really think I changed, go ask my sister about her wedding dress, my dad about Nepal, or my mom about her appliances. They say I sold out, love me born. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out, they mad. Gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I am. Look, I get it, all the criticism verified. Spent some years together, now we're going through a scary time. Trust me, if I witnessed my hero been acting different and seemed like he might be switching, I'd be tripping, I'd be terrified. But picture this, roaches climbing out the cupboards. I was living in the ghetto, borrowed money from my mother. I just had a mental breakdown, my girlfriend in the struggle. Then I blew up overnight and we recovered. We went to Gucci and Louis, moved out the hood to a safe house. Started doing things that we dream when we laid down. Now everybody's saying that I changed and they hate loud. I was trying to show my girl like, hey babe, we okay now. Still throw a brick through the window of the lobby of any record label who trying to stop me. Still be the voice of every single lonely person with a story they can't tell because they never had nobody. Still the system and pharma and every whack politician and every triggered millennial too offended to listen. I got caught up in trying to show all the haters I did it, and I forgot that being Thomas was the promise I'd given. I understand why everybody lately saying I changed, but I get bored of everything that stays exactly the same. I promise that I'll burn it down with fuel and flames before I lose myself and become all the things that I hate. They say I sold out, love me born. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out, they mad. Gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I am. I learned from my mistakes. I grew up and I changed, but I swear I'm still the same. I fell along the way, took more than I could take, but I turned out okay, yeah. They say I sold out, love me born. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out, they mad. Gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I They say I sold out, love me poor. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out, they mad. gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I am.
Wicked Man right there. New York, New York. Good stuff right there. Yep, good stuff right there. So we are hanging out live tonight, and we are checking out one of the coolest things that I think I've seen in a little while. So I was going across my news feed here, and the show Shameless, it turns out that the pandemic, after 18 tests come back positive, massive lab screw up. I don't even know. Like, truthfully, looking at this, the operative word after Shameless had to deal with a massive COVID-19 outbreak scare following tons of false positive results on set. Production sources with direct knowledge of the situation tell us that the set went into full panic mode after recent COVID tests revealed 18 positive results. We're told production feared that it had a massive outbreak on its hands. Our sources say that there was a lab screw-up, and bottom line, those 18 positive results were not positive at all. This does not appear to be a flaw in the testing method, though. We're told it was a lab error. It's also unclear if production shut down to deal with that, or if the initial thought was an outbreak, which our sources say went down in the last week. The show recently shot large scenes with many people, including up to, and not excluding, 200 extras. So, we're told that they had also been shooting on location across various parts of LA, as well as on the Warner Brothers lot. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the cast is going to be good. When production resumed, the show's executive producer John Wells revealed the pandemic would be weaved into the 11th and final season of the hit Showtime series. So this COVID outbreak scare, it's real unless the lab screws up, I guess, right? Yeah. So we got some killer music coming up here, man, and I'm excited about this band, Phase Reverse. They're out of Athens, Georgia. You wouldn't even believe it. But this shit is legit. We're gonna get into this right now. Keep my motor running. This is 4 minutes of awesomeness. We'll be right back after this. Love that. Love that. Some killer shit right there. Got that, I don't know, that old school vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean. I don't have to tell you. You know what I mean when I say old school vibe. At least you fucking bet. So, we're going to cruise right along to Melbourne, Florida. Hop in the car with me. We're going to go all the way to Melbourne, Florida for this right here. This is Machines on Blast. Pretty cool shit, I have to admit. I think you guys are going to like it. It's a little off the beaten path, but of course, everything I play every week is off the beaten path because that's how we do it. In a little bit, I'm going to show you, you're going to be the first to see the new logo for the Ant-Man Reacts project. You guys on the show are going to be the first people to see it before anybody else. Haven't made any posts or anything. So, this is going to be fun. I'm excited about this. Stay tuned. Let's get into this right here. And we're going to play some Living the Lie right here from Machines on Blast. Melbourne, Florida. Let's go. Broad Street in Lancaster, Ohio, has it all. For over 30 years, Janine Cunningham and the friendly crew at Paul's have been serving patrons with the very best local music and carry-out in the area. Everything you need, all in one place. Next time you are in Lancaster and want to go to a place that makes you feel right at home, be sure to stop at Paul's Nightclub and say hi. Check out some awesome local music and grab yourself some carry-out. 901 South Broad Street, Lancaster, Ohio, 43130. Or call 740-215-4805.
Smoking weed, saying prayers. Liquor stores are everywhere. Wonder if they ever care.
I live in the fast lane, committed so I cut off the brake line. Ain't with the gossip, fuck what you done heard through the grapevine. Dreamer, so I had the vision, I had to get it. Nights with the baddest women, couple of bad decisions. Villain in the city, nights turn to early mornings. Mama praying for us, we ignore the early warnings. On the run from a warrant, the preacher called me up to pray. Asked me if I think I'll ever change, I told him not today. I've been living like this for too long. I don't know if I'll ever move on. Same old beat, but it's a new song. Paranoid, so I sleep with my shoes on. I just smoked my last joint, tell me what's the point, cause I'm still fucked up. I've been living in a codeine dream, but this lean can't fill me up. No matter what, it's all the same. It's not enough to kill my pain. I just smoked my last joint, tell me what's the point, cause I'm still fucked up. No matter what, it's all the same. Fill the paper with reefer, then hit the liquor store. That bottle and Mary Jane's the only friends I know. I had people I loved, I end up burying. How they go from popping pills to shooting heroin. Thinking about my partner, I'm standing at his grave. I'm trying to tell his mama it's gonna be okay. What do you say when somebody's so hard, bro? The rent's past due when they're late on their car. No, I've been through it. I keep looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. It's my life and I'm the type that keeps fighting the struggle. Since a youngin' always found my way right to the trouble. I think the storm's coming, I feel lightning and thunder. I just want my last joint, tell me what's the point, cause I'm still fucked up. I've been living in a codeine dream, but this lean can't fill me up. No matter what, it's all the same. It's not enough to kill my pain. I just want my last joint, tell me what's the point, cause I'm still fucked up. I've been living in a codeine dream, but this lean can't fill me up. No matter what, it's all the same. It's not enough to kill my pain.
Multimedia Productions here to tell you about Carolina Hemp Company. Established in 2014, Carolina Hemp Company is bringing balance through hemp. Whole spectrum hemp extracts, organic hemp flour, topicals, and edibles, along with the best hemp education you can get. But don't take my word for it. Stop in and experience the difference at Carolina Hemp Company, Columbus. Located at 5212 North High Street, Suite A, Columbus, Ohio 43214, or call 614-987-5885. Check out chc-columbus.com today for more information and ways to order online. Our future looks a little more hempful every day. And tell Sean and Cheryl Ant-Man sent you. You won't regret it. On this, I swear. Make sure you guys get in there as well and take care of the 25%. 21st through the 24th at Carolina Hemp Company. Make sure you guys stop in there and check it out. I know I was flipping through. I was going through and the camera caught me checking out some banana bread. Hanging out live, AntmanVs tonight, man. We are still trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. We're working towards it. We're at 997 right now. Pretty awesome to think about. I want to give a shout out to one of my good Facebook friends, Sheldon Klassen. Me and him had a interesting Zoom conversation. There's only supposed to be like a few, you know, when you get into meetings and they're only supposed to be a little bit, but by the time you're done, it just, you hit it off and it just goes through, and before you know it, 2 hours. That's what happened the other day. Speaking with Sheldon, he is quite an interesting cat. If you have not had a chance, check out my man. You've seen me talk about him numerous times before on previous shows. But I think in the near future, we're going to end up having Sheldon on the show. He is what we would call a affiliate marketing guru. I guess you could possibly just put it out there like that. And, you know, me and him kind of, you know, it's funny when you get out and do social media and you do all this stuff, man, and you just come across people, or people just stumble upon you, or like, oh, hey, man, I didn't know you were doing that. Oh, hey. You know, or they're interested in what you're doing. So this gentleman hit me up. He does his own podcasting type thing, and he is known around the world, literally, for being the smarter affiliate. Now, I could break it down for you, but it would take up the whole show, and I probably would explain it wrong. But coming up in like a few weeks, probably part of the new year, we're going to do an interview with Mr. Sheldon, and we're going to talk about affiliate marketing and ways you can market yourself and get yourself out there, whether it be a band, whether it be a business, whether it be podcaster. We're going to get it out there for you, and you're going to be able to come in and actually ask your questions and kind of talk to Sheldon about your plan. And so be planning for that if you haven't already, man. I want to drop his Facebook page in the chat. You can open up a tab and check him out yourself. But, so, I don't know. In the meantime, I want to show you something really, really special, and then we'll get into horoscopes, all right? So, unless you want time to get your horoscope in, I'll throw a song at you. Let me know in the comments if you want a song thrown at you in the meantime so you have some time to get your horoscopes in. So, I have been working on this project, and, I wasn't gonna show you guys. I wasn't, but I'm so, like, happy and excited about it, like, I gotta show you. So, I went and I did get a video, a graphic design done. And so, I kind of want to, I'm going to bring it in, see if I can bring it in so you guys can see it here. Just going to take up the screen. I'm going to resize it here. Give me a second. Doing this right live with you because I wasn't going to show you, but I'm so excited. Let's check it out. So this is the new logo for the new project. It's going to be called Ant-Man Reacts. And this little guy This is Ant-Man. And he's gonna be animated and stuff, and he's gonna fly, and he's gonna do some cool shit. We're getting some animations done right now as we speak, and we're gonna get ready to launch this project in 2021, probably January. We're looking at. We're gonna be sitting down with my man Sean from Carolina Hemp Company as well. We're gonna be talking about some products. We're gonna be reacting to some of their new products. They're getting a bunch of new stuff in, like weekly. So it's going to be really fun to sit down and do reactions to some of the hemp products. And we're not just going to sit down and do music reactions. We're going to do, like, hemp reactions. We're going to do, like, we're going to react to everything. Like food, spicy food, like, whatever. We're going to get to a point, I'd like to get to a point where we have people send us stuff in to react to. Like, I get a P.O. box or whatever because I don't want no bombs sent to my house. Or anything that explodes to my house. But we can do that, and I think it would be cool to react to some of those things, man. So it would be like music, food, hemp products, you know, whatever. And there would be even, we would put a suggestion box in on our website. Excuse me. We could put a suggestion box in our website, mfpforlife.com. You could go make suggestions on what you'd like to see us react to. Now, keep in mind, this isn't going to be like my show is still going to happen, so we're still doing a podcast every Thursday. We'll probably do one reaction a week and one Ant-Man versus me a week as well. So that's 3 big pieces of content. And, you know, so we'll see where that goes. But we're also going to get tied up in some affiliate marketing. I'm excited about this, man. Start working with some local businesses because shit's hitting the fan for local businesses. It's time for it's time for Ant-Man to swoop in and save the day. Man. So we're going to get into some Beyond Neptune and some 8-pound pressure for you guys tonight. And you know, I love you guys, so you know, I guess what we'll do is I will throw in some music for you, and then you drop your horoscopes. Just don't drop your pants and drop your horoscopes at the same time. And Chuck, I know you're driving, so don't pull your pants down at all. It'll be cold. We'll be right back after this. Printing, dedicated to providing high-quality printing and graphic design solutions. Located at 82 South 3rd Street, Newark, Ohio. Fast, reliable, and local. Screen printing, graphic design, banners, and so much more. Owner-operators Ace Winters and Jonathan Boyer go above and beyond to provide their customers with the best service, knowledge, and professionalism that only a local business can provide. So before you go to that other print shop, go to shamrockprinting.com today, or give them a call, 740-349-2244, or find Shamrock Printing on Facebook, and be sure to tell them that Ant-Man sent you. What's going on, Mr. Familia? We'll be back right after that with 8 Pound Pressure. I love that song, by the way. So we're talking about reaction videos. You guys saw the logo for the new reaction project. And I have some t-shirts already made. Or not made, but in the process of being made. We're going to finalize everything. And then I'm going to be sending that over. But, so, we're going to, like, it's... So... Alright. Well, let me see if I can pull... I'm going to pull it up for you guys, because I love you guys. And I show you guys the inside stuff before I show you all the other stuff, you know what I mean? So, alright. So, that's going to be... This is going to be the front of the shirt. And this is going to be... You'll see the back of the shirt here in a second. And then this is going to be the back of the shirt. So, I'm really excited about this because this is something that a lot of people can wear and a lot of people can be excited about wearing, you know. And it's different than the MFP stuff that we have. So, I'm excited about it. But, you know, I think with this, you know, this little reaction thing, I think, I don't know. I think it'll look good, you know. I figure out maybe we can get some different lines, shirts and hoodies and all kinds of different stuff. I don't know. But what I'd really like to do is maybe take some of the proceeds. If I was to get paid for reactions, I would take some of the proceeds from those reactions and give it back to the community and try to help local businesses. And, so, you know, I'm, you know, by the way, we're just working on lyrics being made. Yes. Oh, wow. Good old Mike. I love Michael Eddy. Good dude, man. Good dude. Ah, right on. Didn't want to just send a song. All right, right on. I can dig it. You guys can send all your stuff. If you guys want to, man, you guys can send all your stuff to AntmanVs at Music Familia Productions. It's in the link in the description right there. You guys can find it. Actually, I think I may have taken out my email out of the description. I was getting a lot of weird email for a minute, man, that had nothing to do with music. So I was like, nah. Yeah. So, horoscopes. If today is your birthday, then happy freaking birthday. And here's your horoscope. The message of your birthday chart is that there will be a direct and inverse link between what you say and what you do over the coming year. In other words, the less you talk about your ambitions, the more likely it is your endeavors will succeed. Boy, I feel like I shouldn't have shared my ideas. Aquarius, it's a really big day for you. Saturn, the great taskmaster of the zodiac, moves into your sign. What that signifies is that over the next few weeks, you'll start to be tested in serious ways. You'll be fine if you stay calm and stay focused. Pisces, you must not think of yourself as a failure just because one little thing went wrong. It may not have worked out as well as you had hoped anyway, but there are still plenty of reasons to be happy with yourself. Do whatever it takes to maintain a positive attitude. Aries, don't throw yourself at the first challenge that comes along today, because very soon there will be even bigger and more exciting challenges to get your grips on. But You have a very strong need to prove yourself, but first, you need to prove you have common sense. So just, yeah. do with that what you will, Aries. Taurus, the desire to make the most of your talents and make a name for yourself will be strong now that Saturn is moving into the career area of your chart. You know you have what it takes to succeed. Now all you have to do is prove it. Geminis, what you need to keep in mind today is that nothing is ever set in stone. There are always ways to change what you're doing and take a completely different path through life, if you so choose. What's your highest ideal? Make that your guiding star. Cancers, you seem to believe that you have been hard done by and denied something that is owed to you. It may be true, but the planets warn that this is not the best time to make a big fuss about it. Don't worry, it'll balance out in the end. Leos, as Saturn moves into the partnership area of your chart, other people will start making demands of you, and you really have no option but to do as they say. Show willing and keep a smile on your face. The right attitude is hugely important right now. My fellow Virgos, matters related to your work and your well-being are going to be on the focus of what occurs over the next few weeks. So make sure you get plenty of rest and make sure you are prepared mentally and physically for the challenges which lay ahead. Damn. Libras, you're determined to get things done, and you're determined to make more time and space in your life for the things that really matter to you. A possessions purge would do you no harm at all right now. So start clearing out all that junk you've collected and get a clean spot going in your life or your house. Scorpio, extra responsibilities cannot be avoided, and you are advised not to waste time trying. On the home front especially, others will be hugely demanding over the next few days, and you may have no option but to sort out loved ones' problems for them. So you might be a babysitter, Scorpio, for the next few days. Buckle up. Sagittarius, if someone lets you down today, maybe by failing to show up for a social event, don't make a big deal of it. It may be annoying, but in the greater scheme of things, it is of only minor importance, as we all know. So adapt your plans and keep smiling. Last but not least, Capricorns, this is going to be good for you. Here we go. There will be more than one occasion over the next few days when it feels as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders and you can start having fun again. Don't go mad, though, all right? Just ease yourself into this more positive phase and things will line up for you, Capricorn. Those are your horoscopes tonight, brought to you by ShamrockPrinting.com. My man Ace Winters and Jonathan Boyer over there, ShamrockPrinting.com. They handle all my screen printing and all my merch and all my fun stuff. If you guys want, head over to mfpforlife.com/shop. You guys can get some of this awesome merch that you see before you here. We have some awesome masks. We have hoodies. We have t-shirts. We have some hats. Stop over, get your MFP stuff today as well. So, we're cruising through 17 after 10 o'clock. I was going to open up the phone lines, let some people call in, see if you want to call into the show. It's been a while since we've opened up the phone lines. Be curious to see what you mofos have to say. So, let me know if you want the number in the comments. I'll drop it in there. We can get into that. Right now, though, I got this band that I come across from San Diego, California. Safety Orange. They're a rock, SoCal beach, reggae, rock, punk kind of thing. And, you know, I think they're interesting. I mean, you know, got this song right here called Positive Flow from them. And we're going to check this out. We'll be right back after this.
up this morning, feeling this pain. Had me some coffee, still feel the same. Walked out the door, don't want it no more. Is it all in my brain? I must maintain a positive flow. Oh, 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 a positive flow. Walk down the street, not feeling fine. Every step shoots right through my spine. It's a beautiful day, try not to dismay. Is it all in my brain? I must maintain a positive flow. Oh, 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 oh. A positive flow. A positive flow. A positive flow. A positive flow. Body, it works every time. It's all in my head, it's all in my brain. I'll keep it steady, I will maintain a positive flow. Oh, 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 a positive flow. A positive flow. A positive flow. Flow. You wanna know what I'm thinking? You wanna know what you'll find? Everybody's got to find their way, so please get out of mine. My way's gonna be different. You'll find your way to go. Stop trying to make a difference. Let's start with a positive flow. A positive flow. Oh, oh, oh. A positive flow, yeah. A positive flow, a positive flow, a positive flow, yeah. That's how you do.
Makes me want to let my hair down. It's a positive flow right there from Safety Orange. We're going to get some killer music going on in a little bit here. We'll be right back after this. Right now, though, I'm going to shout out to my boys from Adamera, and we're going to let the peacock fly a little bit. I don't know. I like to let my peacock fly.
can keep your comments to yourself.
To yourself.
Oh man, I absolutely love my job. I love being able to play new music. I love being able to get into people's ear holes. So, if you guys didn't know, kind of remind everybody, I don't know, a lot of people have iPhones, a lot of people have Google phones and Google accounts these days, so I want to make sure I covered everybody. So I didn't know if you're listening to me on these other platforms that I have going. A lot of my other content is going to go to these platforms. So if in case you miss any of the video stuff we do, it's all going to be audio done. Spotify, iTunes, Podchaser, Google, all that fun jazz. You're going to be able to check us out. Also follow us on Instagram, MFP614. And check us out on Facebook, Music Familia Productions. I haven't decided if I'm going to create another page, like for Ant-Man Reacts or whatever. Like, creating multiple pages is so stupid. I just feel like that's just one more thing I got to do, you know? Just one more thing. One more thing. Open up the phone line, 614-916-6372 if you want to call into the show for a minute or two. You can call in and chat it up a little bit. If you got something to say, you can say it. Carolyn Pack, I told you, I'm going to put in a request jar. And because you're the one that always requests stuff every week, so I'm going to put in a virtual tip jar. And every time you want a song, you can put 50 cents in it. We're going to do a jukebox thing. Yeah. Just kidding. I'll never charge my fans. All right, ladies. I will give you some noise auction, all right? Just because you're who you are. So, we're going to open up the phone lines real quick. If you guys want to get into it, we can chat it up a minute, and then we'll get right into the noise auction right after that. But I was going through the music news today. And, so, I got this list right here. 15 things musicians did to help us survive 2020 without live music concerts. So, we're going to break it down here for you. So, social distance jams that took place. There were a lot of socially distanced covers from the pandemic began. But arguably, no artist used their platform more or more constantly than Anthrax drummer Charlie Bennett. Initially, the musician just started showing some of his broad musical taste, but then it got into deeper stuff, and as you guys followed along, it was epic, man. You never knew what you were going to turn into. Drive-in concerts, Metallica. With the pandemic, bands were suddenly faced with the challenge of how to play for fans in a socially distanced environment. I do have a solution for that coming up as well. And we're going to be able to talk about that coming up. I got some new ideas. Live stream concerts. Virtual festivals took place in 2020. The drum battle. The drum battle. Did you see? This is the coolest drum battle of 2020. If you have not checked it out, you need to check out. Go to Google, go to whatever platform you can get your hands on, and look it up. Dave Grohl versus Nandi Bushell. That's all you gotta do. Just gotta go in, type it in. Dave Grohl versus Nandi Bushell. And you're gonna see one of the coolest drum. Oh man. 614-916-6372 for the slow people. Love you, Greg. Just kidding, bro. But yeah, so this is an epic drum battle between David Grohl and Nandi Bushell. It was pretty cool, man. Nandi just turned 10. I think that's what the cool thing about this. Nandi Bushell turned 10 this year and took on Dave Grohl, and it was epic, man. It was epic. Pretty cool stuff. The breakout of Twitch was Matt Heffy and Mike Shinoda. That was pretty interesting. The gaming platform took a huge leap forward in prominence of 2020, with two rockers really using Twitch to be best of their capabilities. And it looks like Trivium's Matt Heffy had already been performing cover songs via YouTube prior to the pandemic. He carried over to Twitch channel, where he had not played only covers and conversed with fans, but also staged Twitch concerts in place of the ones that had been canceled. So that's pretty badass. So, all right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get into the. We're gonna get into some noise auction here. And when we come back, we'll open up the phone lines for some people to call in, give them an opportunity. But ladies requested, we're going to give it to them. Some brand new noise auction right here. And I like this song. Check it out. The Breaking.
This is the breaking. This is me shutting out your voice. This silent change I'm undertaking. You left me without a choice. This is where I come undone. This is the part I never show to anyone. This is a place down deep. A stronghold for me to run. This is me reckoning. This is everything you've taken from me. This is where we say goodbye. You crossed my heart and now I hope to die. These words are deafening. Echoing inside behind closed eyes. This is me shattered. This is me broken, bruised and battered. This is me in tiny pieces. I never wanted you to see this. Goddamn, you taking all I am. All I am. Let me tracking back for seconds. Let the blood dry on your hands. Blood dries on your hands. The blood dries on your hands. The blood dries on your hands. The blood dries on your blood dries on your hands. Blood dries on your hands.
I should say, from Then Falls the Sky. Man, I absolutely love those boys and girls. I really do. They're like family. I love them so much. So, hanging out live, AntmanVs. It looks like Greg's having numbers issues. So, we helped him out, though, in the chat. We gave it 1 by 1. So, if he messes it up now, there's no saving him. None whatsoever. What's going on, Amanda? Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. I appreciate you, girl. And thank you, everybody else who's coming and hung out tonight, man. I want to give a shout-out to our sponsors, Shamrock Printing, Paul's Nightclub, Carolina Hemp Company, Columbus. I want to give a shout-out to Lynettes Country BBQ, the Empire Concert Club and Bar up there in Akron, and Modified Studios Tattoo Gallery. I want to let you guys know also that there's some serious deals that come with being a fan of the show. If you're looking for some ink, you can head over to Modified Studios Tattoo Gallery. And before pricing, you mentioned AntmanVs podcast. You get 20% off of your ink. Isn't it badass? Make sure you guys do that over there. And also, check out Carolina Hemp Company as well, because Sean and Cheryl are holding it down like all day long. Hey, I wonder if that's Greg. You're live on AntmanVs.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Oh,
welcome,
Jesus, man, I swear.
To the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I see you got the phone number.
Yeah, you know what's funny? When I was typing it in, I guess I didn't save it under your name, and it just popped up. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, wow. Right on.
Today's been one of those days, brother.
You know, yeah, it's that one of those days for all of us, man. So, how's the Achilles healing?
Slowly, not fast enough for my liking, but it's healing.
Yeah.
I'm in a good old space boot right now. I have to sleep in, so.
Oh, those are a bitch, dude. I remember having to sleep in with my injury. I remember having to sleep in one. I had a couple of procedures done, and you need to use this. I don't want to use this. No, you need to use this. Okay.
Dude, I can't get comfortable in this. Like, I get like probably 3-4 hours of sleep at night, and I'm like, I just can't do it.
No bueno.
But other than that, I'm up trying to walk now and using an old man walker. So
it's not an old man walker until you cut a hole in a couple tennis balls and put them under the poles on the bottom, so they don't scuff the floor.
Dude, I am seriously about to do this because my floors are so rough to slide or whatever. It's like, God. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just go to Walmart or whatever, get a couple of tennis balls and cut an X in them and stick them on the bottom of the pole so they don't scuff up your floor. And then while you're at it, go over to aisle 7 and get some mothballs and just put those in the living room, because by then you're going to be an old motherfucker after all that.
Dude, yeah, like I tried to stand up and do dishes today and it wasn't happening. I'm like, JD, you got to finish the rest because, yeah.
But these are the moments where you're like, what would you do? What would, like, if you didn't have Katie, you know, where you're like, you know what, babe, thanks.
I know she's been taking real good care of me, so
That's
and
great.
so has
you
know, all my friends and stuff. So
that's good, man.
Yeah,
you know, like that's you know, I knew she would.
Good.
I knew she would. She's a badass. So.
Oh, yeah. And then my guitarist came down from Ad Nauseam. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm the lead vocalist of Ad Nauseam. And I actually laid down a couple more vocal tracks for 2021 release that we're going to do. So this weekend.
Are you guys like first part of 2021 or the second part?
Well, we're kind of debating that because I know this COVID thing probably will not go away in spring. So we're thinking about summer. So summer release or spring, whenever this COVID thing, when we can play more shows.
Well, I'm gonna let you in. I guess I'm gonna let you in as well as all the other viewers. So, if you get to a point where you can't get a venue or venues aren't doing anything because of COVID or anything like that, like I know a team of dudes that are gonna be doing like live streaming events for bands and for stuff like that on a pretty affordable level. So. If you
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so they'll basically they find the location and then you just basically show up, plug in and do your thing, and they handle all the rest. So
Nice.
I'll get you their information after the show or at some point if you want to keep them here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what we were kind of talking about. Like, we were like, man, we got that first show in 10 years, which I would like to thank you and everybody that showed up on November 27th at the Dolphin Lounge, and especially Ironhead Inc. But for letting us play. It was a good show. It turned out great. So we're very humbled to be back on the scene again.
Yeah, man. Like, I think you're one of the only, you and Ironhead are only one of a handful. And I mean that sincerely, but one of only a handful of bands that have done live stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. And, the way that things are this year, you're lucky to even get that, especially at the tail end of 2020. So, we're pretty lucky and we're very humbled that we got to do it. Yeah, this year for Agnosium was just great. Released an EP, did a show, got it under our belt, more things to come.
Right on, man. Cool. Well, is there anybody you want to shout out while you're on the phone tonight?
Oh yeah, Then Falls the Sky. I love you guys. Keep kicking ass. Chuck from Beyond Neptune. Love you guys. Hopefully we can get together and maybe do a show in the future. Whatever. All the Music Familia production family. Everybody. And Katie, especially, and my mom's, and especially you, brother.
Oh man. And Sean asked a question. He said, "Are these guys looking for any sponsorships, commercial spots for streaming shows?" Yes, I would say yes.
Yes. Anything.
Okay. Right on. I will put that out there for you.
Hell yeah, man. We'll do whatever. But
I think I think you guys, honestly, before you jump off the phone, I think you guys and Beyond Neptune and Then Falls the Sky could put a successful show together.
Oh, dude, that would be an awesome show.
I think it'd be.
Yeah, I would be so humbled if I could play with those guys. Seriously, we would all be humbled, and we wouldn't care. That'd be such a great show, I think.
It'd be like Kobe. It'd be like Kobe, Shaq, and Jordan.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Or we would be like the Scottie Pippen,
Dennis Rodman, maybe.
Yeah, we would be like the Dennis Rodmans, Then Falls the Sky would be Kobe,
Right.
Beyond Neptune would be Shaq, and we would be like the Dennis Rodman.
Hey. Got the short hair covered, bro. You're good. You're on your way.
Hell yeah, man. But
all right, bro.
I love you guys. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that good stuff. And Katie says Merry Christmas to you and to everybody out there.
Yeah, and happy Ohio driving to everybody.
Yeah, I can't drive, so I've been in the house for the last 3 weeks.
Oh man,
and it's driving me nuts.
It's not too bad outside, but you're still not missing anything.
Right.
All right, man.
Yep.
Have a good night, homie.
All right, brother. I love you, man.
I love you too. Later.
Later.
Oh, hanging out live with you guys, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna go through and give some shout outs here, man. I want to give a shout out to Greg and Amanda and Sean and Nancy and Chuck and Bill and everybody that's been coming through tonight and hanging out in the chat. I appreciate you guys. And this whole streaming service, man, I'm just going to put it out there. It's me, my man Chad, and my man Johnny, and we're trying to figure out a way to bring music back again, you know? Be able, and not even do, not just music. I mean, yeah, music, but I mean, if there's something that needs to be out there and you feel like it needs to be out there, then like we're gonna come and live stream some shit and we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be professional, and it's gonna sound good, and people are, damn it, they're gonna like it. No. All right, guys, so it is a little bit in front of 11 o'clock. I'm gonna throw something at you guys here, and let's see here, going through. Oh, you know what? I feel like a complete douche. I feel like a complete douche about this. So I need to do this day in music. Gosh, I'm such a, yeah. All right, so on this day in music, man, we're gonna get into something right here. So I'm a huge 60s, 70s music person, and even though I'm an 80s kid, like I'm an early 80s kid, 83, I still have some massive appreciation for some of the 70s music. My man David Bowie, in 1971, released his fourth album called Honky Dory, which was the first to feature all of the members of the band that would become known as the following year as Ziggy Stardust Spiders from Mars. 2 singles were released from that album, Changes, by Andy Warhol in January 1972, and Life on Mars, which was released late June 1973. Bowie himself considered the album to be one of the most important in his career. We're going to fast forward a little bit for you guys. 1995, Frank Zappa. A statue of the late Frank Zappa was unveiled in Vilnius, the capital of the Republic of Lithuania. It had been organized by Zappa fan club president Zulisis Pansky. Pretty awesome stuff right there, man. And 1983, the year I was born, woo, Culture Club, Duran Duran, and the Police were all appearing on the children's UK TV show Saturday Superstore. Wow. So, is it bad that I know what that show is? Am I showing my age? Oh boy. Alright. In 2010, Sir Paul McCartney performed an intimate lunchtime gig at the 100 Club on London's Oxford Street. The historic music venue, threatened with closure, around 300 fans were treated to a set lasting almost 2 hours. And what was McCartney's smallest gig in the UK for nearly 10 years. A campaign to keep the 100 Club open had attracted support from the Primal Scream's Bobby Gypsy and Sir Mick Jagger as well. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, Carolina Hemp Company Columbus is giving 25% off all the way from the 21st to the 24th. Make sure you guys get in there, check them out. If you haven't already, man, go to chc-columbus.com or stop in 5212 North High Street, Suite A, Columbus, Ohio, 43214. Give them a call. Let them know Ant-Man sent you, 614-987-5885 as well. Shout out to Modified Studios Tattoo Gallery, my man Rich Regal. If you mention a podcast before your pricing, you are going to get 20% off of your ink. My man Larry Trimmer from Lynettes Country BBQ, much love, brother, as well. Shamrock Printing, Ace, and Jonathan, my dudes, and the crew over there, Shamrock Printing. I love you guys. The Empire Concert Club and Bar, and Paul's Nightclub, my girl Janine. I love you so much, girl, and I can't wait to get back in your venue. I love it. I love it. Killer night tonight, man. Amanda Nicholson, you are awesome. Greg, you're awesome. Sean, you are awesome. Carolyn, wherever you are awesome as well. Nancy, Bill, Chuck, I love you guys. My regulars for the show each week, thank you for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you. And if you guys aren't and haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel so we can hit 1,000 subscribers, once we do that, we will be able to monetize our YouTube channel and start putting funds back into our community. Head over to mfpforlife.com if you want some merch, or hit me up directly. We'll take care of that as well. And you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys next Thursday. That is actually the 24th. And so that's going to be, it's going to be a couple days after. So we will definitely talk to you guys then. I'm probably going to take a break from social media on the 21st, but those of you that are close, I'll probably still hear from you one way or another, I'm sure. All right, guys, love you guys, and we'll see you next week.